is. And then if he doesn't like the plan, ask out.
You don't trust the Raiders to have a plan?
I don't trust the Raiders. Maybe I'm crazy, but they haven't made the best choices. They can't keep any of their first-round picks there. They clearly don't respect anyone that bleeds and tries for them, because Derek Carr has been the only steadfast thing for them for almost a decade. Now you just got to sit. So they don't have any respect for the people that they have in the building, clearly. You can say whatever you want about Derek Carr's play this year. It wasn't great, but he's been the only thing there that's been consistent. So if I'm here because of him, who the hell else you bringing in? So, tinfoil hat, Brady goes there. Maybe I chill and wait and see how Brady looks, what he's talking about. I'm sure he's going to love him if he ends up being that. He is being paid a lot of money to be there.
Yes.
So maybe we stick around for Brady. Maybe if Aaron Rodgers ends up there. I don't know why he would, because he's got $50 million guaranteed in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And it ain't like the Raiders are offering anything interesting other than Davante Adams.
Or that they have a ton of money to offer it with.
Yeah. They don't. They don't, actually. We don't have to wonder about that. So who could you possibly be bringing here? I'm not trying to work. If I was going to deal with inconsistency or unknowns in quarterback, why wouldn't I just stay in Green Bay, which I know? And then I know Jordan Love. I might not be excited about Jordan Love, but I know Aaron Rodgers, and if Aaron Rodgers leaves, I know Jordan Love. I don't know this new rookie quarterback, assuming they get a rookie quarterback, which, by the way, who are they going to get? There's only really 2 quarterbacks in this draft that anyone feels really that confident about to begin with. That doesn't mean someone's not going to be good. But are the Raiders going to develop them into being a good player? No. There's too many unknowns. You know, I'm about to trick off my career. I came here for him.
I mean, I don't disagree with y'all. I just think, what does Davante Adams stand to gain by making this a problem right now or burning bridges? Okay, I mean, let's be real. And Davante Adams is a pro's pro. The way he's handled all of this is really admirable, considering how disappointing it must be. You imagine the idea of what he thought life was going to be like when he got there in March versus what it's been ever since and what it looks like right now? That's tough. So, I applaud him for handling this with grace. But at the same time, guys, okay, it's a major contract. Those don't get moved easily. You're talking about the Raiders incurring cap hits. You're talking about another team being willing to take on a cap hit. And then the compensation as well. And they're not cutting him. They're not cutting Davante Adams, right? They were going to get something for him if they were to offload a player of his caliber. So now you're talking about moving the contract and then getting a team to agree to give you a price that you feel good about. I don't think it's super realistic. It could happen, and that's a conversation that can come up later in the offseason. But for right now, I think Davante Adams is best served seeing what happens. If the Raiders are this bound and determined to move off of a guy who's been pretty good for them, all things considered, I hope they have a plan. Well, I can at least say I hope, right? Whether it's Tom Brady, whether Aaron Rodgers feels far-fetched, Jimmy Garoppolo, they're gonna have a top 10 pick. Maybe you could use that to bring a quarterback in. You could potentially, do we think they're gonna win both of these games with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback? Nope. So they could be picking as high as 5, 6, 7 in the draft. You could use that to leverage something to get a quarterback worth playing with. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I don't think Davante Adams would be well served by raising a fuss.
Shady, you made a great point before the show. You said that all you have in sports are your word. Yeah. You said all you have in sports are your word, is your word. That's all you have. And the Raiders have now doubled back on their word, probably both to Davante Adams and to Derek Carr. So if, in fact, the Raiders have shown you that the reason you came, they don't actually respect or care about. Yep. How does that mess with your psyche as a player?
Yeah, it pisses you off. Now the question was, how should he feel about, should he want out or not? And he should want to go out, right? Get me out of here, because the selling point of me coming to this team was Derek Carr. And now that he's gone, it's how do you want me to follow this new plan you have when the initial plan you had, that's out the window. Real quick, if you seen all the interviews from Davante earlier in the year, and then even Josh Jacobs, he recently said he's tired. He said it's been 4 long years, and I'm tired of this. The captain of the team is the coach, head coach. And I don't think he's a good head coach. I really don't. So to follow this guy, right, with these new plans you have, nobody wants to believe in that. We talk about Tom Brady coming there. Why would Tom come there? Now, yeah, they have a relationship, him and the head coach, right? But, like, look at everything around. It's dysfunctional. The main running back, who's probably, he's top 5 in the league. He's number 1 rushing right now. He's not going to sign back with the team. He already kind of basically said it. Then you look around. Davante's going to be pissed off, right? Why would he come there?
I hate to be Mr. pro-business guy, but, the Raiders could keep Josh Jacobs if they want. I mean, they could franchise tag him, and he doesn't have a choice. I mean,
he did say this morning in an interview, he said, I don't know if I will be here. I would like to be a Raider, but if I'm not, we will see. So he's expressed.
When you say something like that, you not trying to be there.
I do have this story because, Dave, you make a great point about the business of it all. But I remember, Shady, you might not remember this name because he was a coach on the defensive side of the ball. One of the best defensive coaches I've been around, Coach Azanero, defensive line coach in the Eagles. You might not remember him because he obviously used an offensive dude. So Coach Az is what we call him.
Oh, I've heard of him. Yes,
Coach Az had a long curly hair, of course. Coach Az had been with Chip Kelly going back to 2005, 2006 at New Hampshire. Okay. He goes with Chip to Oregon. He comes with Chip to Philly. Chip gets fired. Now, mind you, I left the team 2 weeks before Chip gets fired, so this was hearsay. I heard after Chip got fired, the last 2 weeks of the season, Coach Az didn't even show up. He was like, yo, if he gone, I'm gone with my man. Chip goes to the 49ers, Coach Az goes to the 49ers. Right. Chip goes to UCLA, Coach Az goes to UCLA.
Oh, he loyal.
For 15 years, they was like this. So sometimes business is business until it's not, until it gets a lot more personal, and I think it's gotten personal for the Raiders and Derek Carr and Davante Adams. Coming up, the playoffs are finally right around the corner. Y'all realize 31 days from today, we will know who is in the Super Bowl. That means it's almost time. But which NFC quarterback do we trust the most? Purdy, Hurts, Dak, Brady? Will Rodgers get in? That's next on Speak. I cannot wait for this one. They face the Chargers on Sunday. That means that Justin Herbert and Sean McVay will go head-to-head. Sean McVay, he had a lot of praise for the Chargers star quarterback. Speak up, Sean.
I've seen a quarterback that is doing things that he's in rarefied air in terms of early on in his career, and he seems like he's got a great way about himself too, which is why his teammates, seem like they love him, and does a great job, in a lot of different things.
Say you had a comment, obviously.
Listen, I'm just saying, I feel like every week it's a new head coach talking about, or head coach or legend, right? Ex-legend, how good this quarterback is. Oh, he's so great. He's so young. He's this, he's that. He's so advanced. I'm just saying, they all get me wrong. And I love Joe Burrow.
Who's saying he isn't?
And nobody said he's not good.
Who's saying he isn't good?
All I said was that a lot of greats and coaches every week.
I really don't understand. I really do not understand. Who is saying Justin Herbert is bad?
I don't think anybody.
Who did it?
Now we're looking around. Now we're looking around.
Who did it?
Hey,
it wasn't me.
Wait, we shouldn't be looking around.
You know what it is? It's like y'all don't say that, but the things you guys say
make you feel like that.
Yeah,
I understand though. It's not what you say. It's how you make people feel.
Light shade. I'm not gonna shade you. I might a little dry shade.
You know what? You're right. It is totally shade to say that Patrick Mahomes is better than Justin Herbert.
Well, no.
That's shady as hell. That's shady
but
as
that's
hell.
facts, though.
Of course.
Is it facts? Because the feelings would say otherwise.
But let me ask you, though, 2-5.
Every other coach.
Because McVay said he's in rarefied air. You would agree?
Yeah.
What's Lamar Jackson in? Is he in rarefied air?
That's shade. See, that's shade.
No, I'm just wondering.
How dare you shade?
Why can't they both be in rarefied air?
What's Patrick Mahomes in rarefied air?
Patrick Mahomes is in
MVP.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is in Hall of Fame.
What's another level, though? Okay, what's Josh Allen in?
He's getting there.
They're all really good.
Okay, I'm just saying, you'll understand the definition of rare.
Everybody's good.
So
we all love each other.
It's only like 6 of them.
Competition.
If it's 32,
We're playing for fun, Dave.
It's 32 quarterbacks, and it's only like 6, 7 rare quarterbacks. That's rare.
If there's
That's
a
not
rare,
rare. That's like a whole.
if there's